Welcome, everybody. Today we've got something a little bit different, haven't we, Don? Yes, we're so excited about this. It's a little bit of a different format because we want to share some gold with you that we have been sharing in our masterclass. And we got to the end of our masterclass this week and we were like, that section is awesome. Wouldn't it be great if we could share that on our podcast? Just like that, exactly like that. And Grace was like, yeah, we can do that just like that. So here we are. What we're going to share with you is our 12-step roadmap. We have a complete 12-step roadmap for the Academy. And if you're curious about the Academy, if you've been wondering what it's all about, this is a really good way for you to see more about what is inside the Academy, how it works, and what you might get out of it. Because we're so excited about this. We have put our heart and soul into this program. You may have noticed we have been not as prolific with our podcasting as we really hope to be because it's our love. We absolutely love podcasting and sharing our thoughts and ideas with our beautiful community. And we have not long finished the first round of the Academy. In the future, we'll be running it in February and September. So they'll be a little bit more separated, but this time they're a bit closer together. So we put our heart and soul into this program. Yeah, it was everything, like our energy, our thoughts, all our knowledge has gone into this. We have created what we wish we had when we started out in business all those years ago. Yeah, and we're so proud of it. So proud. We really are. And so at the end of the day, creating the first round of the Academy was enough for us to energetically show up with every day. Like it was big. It was big what we put into it. We put in our hearts and souls. So now we have a very clear understanding of the pathway. We understand the transformation that occurs with our students. And we wanted to share that with you. And we wanted to show you how all the pieces fit together because we've put a lot of thought into how it unfurls and how we want you to unfurl with it. Absolutely. That's right. So here you go. If you haven't had a chance to join us live with one of our masterclasses, here is the roadmap section. This is not the masterclass content. Just wanted to clarify. We have a lesson with our masterclass, which is very detailed. It goes for about an hour and it's brand new content that we don't share anywhere else. And it's a fun masterclass that we get a lot of beautiful feedback about. They love it. Ideas and aha moments going off all over the place. And the masterclass is something that we are also really proud of. And this section, it's the 12-week academy, module by module, explained and takes you in that deep dive. So you can peek behind the curtain. You can really understand what it would be like to join the academy and all of the resources that you will be receiving. And we speak to all of those. So we're really excited about it. The feedback from the masterclasses, especially when we got to the academy section, blew us away. And we're like, we need to share this. So that's why we're here today, sharing this with you. So enjoy it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please send us a DM and we would love to answer your questions. And we hope that you enjoy it. Yeah, here we go.
So now we want to share with you what our academy is all about. We're going to talk about the roadmap because we want you to imagine how it would feel if you were showing up as an authority in your space. If you had the clients you love contacting you regularly with more juicy work that lights you up. So they're contacting you, you're not chasing.
We love that. That's what these beautiful long-term relationships are about. They're constantly thinking you as a brand ambassador and they're wanting your opinion and they're contacting you all the time to the point where you're like, oh, wow, I've got so much work going on. So it's a really beautiful space to be in.
Yeah. So imagine if you had seamless systems that collapse time for you. So that time thing is so big and ensure consistency day after day. That's one of the number one, other than imposter syndrome, the other number one thing that is a problem for our one-to-ones and our academy students is time management. It's a really big problem that causes a lot of stress. Imagine if you felt like an authority rather than an imposter. So you're showing up with that, I've got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. And potential clients will feed off it. Imagine if you're earning the money you need to fulfill your dream life. So whatever that means for you, I touched on that at the beginning. It depends on what it is for you. And we don't like to have a prescriptive business model where it means that you have to earn this amount of money to be successful. Or for you, it might be less. And for some of you, it might be really aspirational, which we're excited about. And we want to show you a way to either of those pathways. So imagine you have a step-by-step roadmap to adapt and implement so your business attracts, nurtures, and maintains your ideal clients on repeat. We've got a solution for you, which has been our passion project. It has been something that we have wanted to create for so many years. It's our 12-week group coaching experience that will elevate and inspire. It's a group learning experience. We're not just dumping templates and running. You know, we want to work through it with you. We want to share insights. We want to have a community. It's a complete roadmap for creating an in-demand brand design studio without the business fatigue, client problems, and money worries.
Before we go on, I just wanted to say, essentially, the Academy has everything in it that we wish we had when we started business.
Absolutely.
We were like, why isn't this out there? Why does this not exist? Why are designers really feeling vulnerable in the business space, feeling like they can't charge the professional rates that they're deserving of charging? Why isn't there something out there that we can adapt and model and have as a beautiful business framework? These systems and processes have been evolving for many years, and they've been finessed as our businesses have grown, as the industry has grown, as things have changed. But it's essentially everything that we wish we had been given at the beginning of our business. No matter where you're at in your business, whether you're a fledgling business or you're a veteran, we're really excited to share this model with you because it's something that is really transformational, and it's game-changing if you don't have those systems already in place.
Yes. So it is a complete roadmap that fits your lifestyle and your goals, because that's really important to us. Functions beautifully and with ease. So we want you to be able to do the work that you love, because designers, we're sensitive, sensitive puppets. We need to be able to do that work we love. Otherwise it starts to eat away at our very existence, at our souls. So very importantly, meets your financial goals. We want you to meet your financial goals. We want to take all the guesswork out of pricing, and we want a solution that results in clients who love, trust, and respect you.
Yeah.
Here's our roadmap. We're going to run through exactly how we go step by step through the Academy modules, and it is a complete ecosystem. It's a complete roadmap to your destination. Do you want to take over, Dawn?
Yeah, I will probably go rogue. Discovering your why, your driving purpose, your vision for your life, the life that you want to live is the first step towards creating the business you want. This step in the Academy is pre-work. It's about really understanding what you want. There's no point in going into business unless you understand the type of life you want to live, because your business needs to balance and support that. So planning your business has to be powered by the dream for life and work that makes your heart beat fast. It really has to be. Otherwise, what's the point? Resentment will kick in really quickly. So we want the business to actually support that vision, that the bigger vision that you have for your life. So establishing your purpose is the first step. That's the pre-work, the pre-step.
And we put a lot of time and thought into the questions. And you might have done some things like this before, like some similar questions, but the way that we put it together, we really, truly believe it's going to help you figure out some big aha moments. And we know that from people doing this worksheet, just exactly what they get out of it.
Yeah. And then the next one is it's time to attract your dream client. But first, you have to get really clear of the vision of who they are. That's the key, really understanding who they are and what makes them tick. So these next two worksheets take a deep dive into your dream client and the transformation required to engage with that client. So it's quite a deep work on who is it that you actually want to attract. Sometimes we're speaking to the wrong people. Sometimes we're not really understanding, but the net is cast way too wide, or it's the other way around. But it's really essential that you understand what makes your target market tick, so that you can actually communicate with them on a really genuine and authentic level. So that's what that week's all about.
The transformation is really important because we want to understand how we can transform their lives. So we're starting to sow the seeds for how we're going to communicate within the language that we're going to use. Then we get even clearer.
This is really about your voice. This module is, so what's your story? So time to get crystal clear on your brand messaging, identifying gaps in your brand strategy and how you can target your dream client. So it's really important. At the end of this module, we love this because you'll be really equipped with loads of ways that you can speak to your clients. You'll really understand your voice. You'll do a brand audit on yourself. And a lot of times when we work with one-to-one clients in the academy, designers have actually completely changed their business name. They've completely rebranded because they've realized, based on what their life purpose is and what their vision is for their business and how it all trickles down, they get to this point and they go, you know what? It's not me. I need to be doing something completely different. So they do 360 and they completely pivot. And this is the point where you can really establish who you are as a designer, what your voice is, and what your brand looks like. So your visual story and your verbal story. It's really, really exciting.
So we want you to have a brand voice. We want you to make sure that your identity is going to attract the people that you want to attract. And we'll get into peer analysis and a few little different things as well with that.
And the great thing about that module is that it's all for you, but you can use these tools, all the tools within the academy can be used for your clients. So you can offer your clients then a brand audit. You can really have a discerning approach to doing a brand audit for your clients. So all of these things that we offer in the academy are twofold, really. So really understanding self and your business, and really an extra layer of being able to offer another service to a client as well.
Very true. Yes. Module 3.
Yeah.
Step 3 along the road, this pathway, this roadmap. There are so many ways to target the audience you dream of, and there are so many ways to miss them completely. It's important to use strategies that will work for you. So this is finding your audience. So this is that pain point of, okay, I know who they are, I know who I want to work with, but how do I get them?
So I think it was Abby who asked, so how do we target clients when we're starting out? This is the answer to that.
Yes.
This is how you find the clients. Yeah.
There's going to be a system for it, right? So when you have a system, you can track, you can see that it's actually working or not. You've got to have a lead generating system. So that's what this week is all about. We're going to do lead generating brainstorms. We've got lots of strategies, lots of ideas to share with you, a specific audience targeting strategy. You're going to design your lead magnet in this one. We've got a worksheet where you have all the steps, step by step, what to do to start pulling out this information that you need for this and to put it together. So it is a really powerful week. They're all powerful weeks. It's really jam-packed, but this one is really helpful in helping you to start getting out there and getting confidence with promoting yourself.
It's like picking your favorite child. You just can't.
Then we've got step 4. For you to succeed in business, it's essential to be all across your numbers, to show up with a CEO mindset, not as an employee. When you can measure it, you can manage it. This is such a big week. This is like a very big game-changing week. There's a lot in it, but we break it down as simply as we can. We make numbers suitable for designers' minds.
Can I just say, Christine is a genius. And I just want to say that Christine makes numbers sexy, because I am the type of designer that is like, what you want me to do the actual admin now? What? No. And Chris was all about these spreadsheets, and she sat me down and I was like, I cannot even comprehend how I've resisted this a lot of my career and outsourced this. I would outsource all of this stuff. The formulas that are in there are so sophisticated and so incredibly easy for us to use, because the brains behind it has created ease for us. It's just an incredible game-changing approach to really understanding your numbers and your time. It's just a beautiful, beautiful set of systems. She's a wizard. Yes, that's right.
It's suitable for non-maths brains. So I think a lot of the time spreadsheets and mathematical things and numbers things, they're created by accountants and, you know, tech people. I don't know. They're not created by people with user experience in mind. You know, they're not created by UX designers. They're not created by designers. So this is the difference with these. They're created with designers in mind, and they're customized for designers, and they're highly customizable.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
We'll quickly go through them because they are magic. The first one is the cost estimate calculator, where we've got very detailed examples for you of breakdowns of all the different time slots, all the different kind of categories of what you would need to be charging for, and they're customizable. You can change them to suit your hourly rate, change them to suit the hours that you want to inject into a particular area. They're beautiful to use. Number 2 is the Sweet and Simple Time Tracker. Now, I know there's a lot of software out there for tracking time, but we love this one because of what it tracks. It does a beautiful summary for you, and it helps you get clarity about if a job's gone well or if a job hasn't gone well.
And the actual details inside that tracker are design related, like Chris was saying, it's designer speak. So it's not just this time tracker where you're trying to loosely fit yourself into a category. It's really specific, and it can be tailored. So it's really powerful.
Number 3 is, like, I just love this one so much. It is my favorite, if I could have a favorite. It's the Get Clear on Your Offerings template. And what I love about this is the clarity that it gives people. This is the game-changing template. This is the one that makes you realize that your dreams are possible. This is the one that makes you realize that you can actually make the money that you want. You're doing the work that you want. It helps you figure out whether it's feasible to do what you want to do with the hours that you have been charging out, or if you haven't been charging out hours, if you've just been doing value-based pricing, it lets you know exactly if it's feasible, if it's going to be financially sustainable for you, and whether you can grow it. So it's a really powerful one. And this one is like where we get all these light bulb moments, the aha.
I love it so much when we're teaching this, and the chat is like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I think we're allowed to have a favorite. It's my favorite as well.
Yeah,
it's one of the biggest game changers. And yes, Abby's asked, when we sign up to the Academy, are all these assets included? Yes. Everything's included.
Everything's included. Yes. So this was our Design for Profit pack. If you ever heard us talking about Design for Profit, we've actually retired it as a one-off pack because we wanted to add to it, and we really wanted to speak to it in the Academy.
It needed some teaching, didn't it, Chris? We had videos with it, but it's so important to get it right. And we really love the conversation around it and being able to chat about it, and people being able to implement it and come back the next week and say that this is what's going on, and we can really make sure that these tools are used in the most powerful way.
Yeah, get your questions answered. Then we've got the Look Ahead Cash Flow Forecast template, which is, again, designed with designers in mind. So it's about seeing what your cash flow might look like over the next 3 months or a year, and see what's going to happen, what the ebbs and flows are going to be. It's a really beautiful document. The Wrap It Up Profitability Tracker is number 5. It lets you see at a glance which projects have been profitable and which ones haven't. It's a bit of a tally of all your previous projects, so you can see the kind of work you want more of and which ones are like, well, I'm not being profitable with those ones, so less of that, please. Then we've got the Cha-Ching Cash Book and Profit and Loss template. Now, this one's a little one that you may or may not use, depending if you've already got Xero or if you've got QuickBooks or whatever. It's really for the people who are just starting out, just to have a simple cash book to track your expenses. So that's there for you. And then finally, we have the Magic Metrics and Growth Tracker template, which is about tracking your growth. We do this document every month. You can do it every week if you want, but every month without fail. We do it on the first of the month if we can, to track all our metrics, to track all our growth, to track our turnover. It's to see if you're moving forward, to see if, you're putting all this time into Instagram and you've only gained 30 followers. Okay. And you can track all your engagement and all that sort of thing. So it's a really handy one to have.
Yeah, such a transformational week. And Lauren, definitely for people who are doing their profit and loss in InDesign.
So relate to that.
You can get it out of there. That's gorgeous.
You know what? To let you in on a little secret, because Donna was like, okay, I'm not using these spreadsheets unless you make them beautiful, right? Like, okay, I will use them, but you need to make them beautiful. So I said, okay, lay it out how you want it in InDesign, and then I'll recreate it in the spreadsheet for you.
I'm such a brat. But
so that's what I did.
Absolutely needed it to be beautiful, because I was probably one of the people who were doing my profit and loss in InDesign because I needed it to be pretty. And if I'm going to spend some time in there, it's got to look good, right? All right, the next is also one of my favorites. Every design studio needs a powerful briefing system at your fingertips, one that hands you the treasure, pulling together all the information you need to quote and work effectively. So we are massive believers on asking the right questions at the right times, hunting and gathering in the right way. And so our briefing system has 6 templates. It's the initial touch point brief, which is usually on your website, but it doesn't have to be. All this can be adapted and work however you want it to work. There's a discovery call brief with scripts in there and questions to ask and the way to actually plan the discovery call. If discovery calls are something that you want to do and you don't have to do them, the questions can be pulled out and put into another form. If you're like, I'm never going to do a discovery call, that's okay. There's a brand strategy brief, which is a deep dive, and that's an important brief that will really inform the trajectory of the design so that your designs are elevated.
And we only do that after we're paid. You might be like, when am I going to use all these briefs? But that one is after you've got your deposit, the project's a go. We're going to do the brand strategy brief with the client now.
Then there's the website brief, then there's the in-house brief, and there's this gorgeous photography brief, because we've done a lot of photography art direction as a part of our businesses and lots of photo shoots. So it's just a little bonus tool for when you're having to brief a photographer. The photography brief really does make sure that there's less room for error, because it's really informative and demonstrates exactly what you're hoping to achieve. So it's also a beautiful little brief to have in your briefing kit.
It's got the schedules and everything as well. So module 6, the step 6 along this roadmap is proposals and contracts. So we've been doing all this foundational work, and then we're really getting into the meat of it. So proposals and contracts need to position you as the experienced professional while building confidence and trust with your prospective clients, because you haven't got them to sign off on it yet, right? It's like a sales document, the way that we've put our templates together. In this week, we'll go through how to create proposals that convert. We've got a beautiful design template for you, which you can use as is or customize completely to your own branding. It's 24 pages with ideas, and we've also got lots of ideas for wording for your legal clauses. So we're not solicitors, we're not lawyers, so you'd need to get them checked, but there's lots of ideas. Think of them like a checklist. Have I got something like this in my contract? We want to make sure you're covered. So we've put as many ideas as we can think of in there to make sure that you are getting protected.
Yeah, really, really good at setting boundaries. We have oodles of experience in lots of different situations happening. So that's where our advice is coming from. If this happens, are you covered? If this happens, are you covered? So it's a really important document.
Yeah. And you can use the InDesign template, or you can apply it to a project management system or a CRM, a customer relationship management system like Dubsado, which is what we use. So
then once we have the dream client on board, it's time to step up and run the show. This is the boundary setting that we were just talking about before. And so essentially a clear, stress-free system for handling clients and client workflow and effectively managing your time will keep you sane and also make you look like a pro. So this module is all about a digital filing system. So you get a sneak peek into our actual folder filing system. We show you, you can screenshot it, you can recreate it. We've got a lot of our students have just completely recreated our filing system, so you'll have access to that. So it's really fascinating for self-taught designers, or also for designers who have gone straight from design school into a business. They don't have these really solid systems in place, like the really basic system, but it's really powerful because we can access files if we're asked, like from a decade ago, because of how easy it is, how easy they are to access. So so you'll get that. You'll also get the model week template, which is a calendar system snapshot. And the other thing that's here is a welcome guide. So they're on board. Thank you, welcome. And this is a beautiful conversational soft way of setting boundaries. So this is how you work with me. These are the expectations that you can have of me, and these are the expectations that I'm going to have of you as my client, and how we're going to work together. So it's a beautiful 12-page document that you can just rebrand into your brand. The essential messages and the essential boundary setting is all in there for you.
Just back on that model week template. So this week is about time management, client management. So we want to make sure that everything's running smoothly, humming like a beautifully well-oiled machine. So this is that week.
Yeah.
We show you a batched kind of week and how a sample design business week could look. But once again, it's not prescriptive. We want you to create your own. So it's like an example. So you create your very own sample week.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll keep on motoring on. So creating a vision for a brand is the very first step to truly deeply understanding your client's voice. A brand strategy board is a powerful catalyst for the magic we designers create. So this week we shift gears slightly into design process. So we have created an amazing system. It's an InDesign template for you. It's a brand strategy board template, which is brand strategy that designers love to do. Because we're hearing a lot about brand strategy. And I think a lot of the talk is frightening for designers. So it's personally frightening for me because I do not like marketing. I do not like marketing strategy. Like the thought of doing marketing documents and strategy really just makes me, hyperventilate. And when I did marketing at uni, it was just awful. But this is brand strategy that designers love, that clients love, that gets you that professionalism, that next level credibility that you need. It's a really unique way of doing things that we created just for designers. And we've had success with this for many, many years.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah,
it is.
So it's really, really exciting to be able to have this week and the next week they integrate the design aspect, because it's such a big part of who we are, and it's a big part of our businesses in the past. And it really is beautiful work that we see happen when our students get their hands on this.
You don't just drop and run with a template that you have to then go figure out how to use. We've actually got an example that we run through with you in the lesson, which shows you exactly how we would do it, how we would create a concept for a logo and a brand.
The whole process we share with you from the beginning through to the presentation.
The brand direction in design template is like a mini version of the brand strategy board. It's one for smaller budgets, but it still allows you to infuse that brand strategy into any kind of project. So that's an extra one.
And creates you being an authority as well, because it's like you really know your stuff.
So the step 9 is part 2 of design process. We want to help you create discerning, conceptual, and beautifully designed solutions, because it's not just built on luck, and it's not just pure talent a lot of the time as well, because talent helps, but a strategic approach is going to give you elevated results every single time. We have a research and inspiration process, so you can systemize everything. We have an InDesign template, it's 15 pages, which goes through step by step what to gather, what to hunt for, to get really beautiful, divergent creative solutions. And by divergent, we mean ones that are original and unique and come from unexpected places. So this is going to help you do that. We also have a visual matrix icon brainstorming worksheet, which is really primarily for icons and logos, because we've done a lot of branding in our time, a lot of icons. So that's a really great tool to help with that conceptual process. Step 10 along the pathway is, can you confidently present your concepts to your clients and know how to use language that inspires them to answer with an undeniable yes? Are you going to get that undeniable yes with the concept that you present? This is a big, big week. We get so excited to share our solution for this and what we have been using and have developed over many years. It's our presentation template. It's an InDesign template. It's 26 pages. Once again, it's beautifully designed. It's quite minimalist in its design because we don't like to overshadow the design concept that we're presenting. So you can, once again, infuse your own design into it or use as is. And it is very comprehensive. The written rationale template is jam-packed full of wording suggestions. It's copywriter approved. We've had our copywriter look over it as well. It's got sentences that you can pick and choose to suit what you want to sell, language ideas. It's to help you write a rationale that is very impressive and gets that undeniable yes. So we're very excited to be able to share that with you, because it will help you present and just blow their socks off, blow them out of the water.
Absolutely. And if you've been listening to our podcast, then you would have probably listened where we say a single concept rather than multiple concepts. This is the powerful tool that ensures that you can just turn up with one strong, powerful, well-articulated, discerning approach and get that yes. So you're not doing multiple things. So we've had so many students come to us that were presenting 3, 5, and 6 concepts and getting so frustrated because the client wants you to make the decision, I guess. And so they're saying, I'll have a bit of this, a bit of this, and a bit of that, and then diluting everything you've done. So this is a really powerful tool to make sure that you are working efficiently and profitably and really professionally. So that's just like, yes. And that trust, again, we're building trust again and again.
It is a really good one. Step 11, up-level your business by providing a professional brand manual design service to your clients. Your clients and their brands will love you for it. So part of this module this week, we run through brand manuals. And Donna and I have done a lot of brand manuals in our time. So we've put the best of our knowledge into this. We still research this, we still tweak it. And that's the benefit of joining the Academy too. You get every update that we ever do to anything because you have lifetime access. So if we see an improvement, we'll add it, we'll include it, and we'll let you know. So this is a 32 page brand manual template. It's designed not to just be a pretty document. We've seen a lot of brand manuals out there, inverted commas brand manuals, because they're not really a manual. They're not really guiding or instructing anything. It's more like a, this is what your brand includes sort of thing, but it's not really a strategic document. We've also got the brand snapshot template, which is for smaller brands, for smaller budget brands where the client doesn't have the money to invest, or they're quite small and they don't really need the brand manual level.
You still want them to maintain the integrity of the brand, because it's really important. That's an investment on their part and your part in maintaining that integrity of that brand. So it's really essential.
Okay.
All right, the last step, long-term relationships are the best. This is where it all comes to. So nurturing ongoing work with dream clients keeps you and your business sustainable and happy. So rather than it's a wrap, we ask what's next, always, to our clients. There's this buzzword in the industry at the moment, offboarding. And we're like, we're not offboarding anybody. We're launching this project, and then we're maintaining this beautiful relationship that we have with this client. We don't want them to go anywhere, especially if we love them. We might offboard if we have a bad experience. But if we really love the client, see you later. But if we really love our client, it's all about understanding what's next for them and really being available for them and keeping your door wide open. So we have a project launch checklist that wraps up a job beautifully, so that we understand that we're definitely at the end of this project and this is how it all completely wraps up. Then we have getting feedback, which is a beautiful questionnaire, which is cleverly designed to actually extract some beautiful testimonial commentary. So it also will feed then your social proof and social media.
We have lots of questions to choose from as well. You might think, oh my goodness, can I really ask that? Because you might get negative feedback, but we'll explain why that's important.
You want that. That's right. You want the good, the bad, the ugly, because that's how you will grow.
Yeah.
We've got some referral strategies. We're big believers of referral strategies. And we've also got some information and ideas around retainer packages, because there's a lot of retainer work going around. So how to manage that, how to structure it, how to maintain it, so that type of thing. So it's really exciting that ongoing relationship is nurtured. And so these are all the tools to be able to do that.
You might have seen them called MRRs, monthly recurring revenue. There's a few different ways you can structure it. So we go into detail about ways that you can do that. And we've got scripts for referral strategies and scripts for retainers to reach out to clients. So you know what to say, so you can reach out to them. Got lots of scripts. All right.
Beautiful.
So destination. The destination that we want for you is a thriving, sustainable design business you love, your vision, your way. So all those steps will lead to this. The Academy systems and strategies create the ease, and they support and guide you toward your vision.
Yeah, this is it. This is what the roadmap is all about to get you there. And here's some beautiful things that round one Academy students have said. Well, this is one, our beautiful Kim. She said, this is the resource I've been searching for my entire design career. And P.S., full transparency, testimonials make Christine and I usually cry. So every time we get a testimonial, we're like, oh, we've really made a difference to that person. But she says, Chris and Donna are 100% legit and know absolutely what you're going through and how to get back to your happy place in business. The DMP Academy is truly a game changer for people like me who have put their heart and soul into their design business, only to end up feeling completely burnt out and out of time, energy, and funds to keep it going. She says, bottom line, huge value and well worth the investment. So that's beautiful. Now, one of the things about the Academy, like Chris said earlier, is that you have lifetime access. So all the founding members of the Academy will likely be dropping into the Academy round 2. The community was a really beautiful bonus because we've never run a Facebook group before and we didn't know what that would be like. And when we did this, we were so overwhelmed with how rich that component of the Academy is. So for me, it's a real bonus. And we're just seeing all of this beautiful love, nurture, and support for designers in there.
It's a safe space to share and it doesn't feel competitive. Yeah. So even though it's a 12-week program where we're live face-to-face 12 weeks, you can go at your own pace. You don't have to keep up. There's no pressure there, just show up and take it in, soak it up, but just complete everything in your own pace, because we know a lot of you are busy and we know that you've got a lot of work to do. We've got another testimonial here from beautiful Mia. We love Mia. So she's an Academy student and she's our New York girl.
She says the resources are absolutely genius and so easy to follow. I don't know how Chris and Don made it so easy. Everything was jam-packed with value and I enjoyed every second of it. It was so much fun and I'm so grateful every day that I had the opportunity to attend. The group learning setting was so great. I love the richness of the setting, as well as the community that came along with it. I feel like I learn easy when I have peers to bounce ideas off and ask questions. So Mia really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Working with us one-to-one definitely is exciting, but we underestimated the power of the group in terms of amplifying knowledge. And because people ask questions that you don't expect, or somebody is like, oh yes, I hadn't thought of that, and then that spurs on another train of thought, another question, and then you get this really rich conversation about design business. It's like every Q&A session becomes like this coaching session, like a group coaching session, which we really love. We just get off every session feeling so happy and excited about the conversations that have happened.
And just knowing that when moving the needle for people, and they're moving the needle for each other. So cool.
We'll be in your life forever. Just warning.
As long as you want us anyway.
For as long as you want us.
Thank you so much, everybody. We're so grateful for sharing space with us today and sharing time. And we're so excited to have you join us and see you on the 21st.
Yes. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.